武士道とは死ぬことと見つけたり、修羅道とは倒すことと見つけたり、我悪鬼羅刹となりて目の前の敵すべてを切る。サムライショーダウン。
Welcome to Footsies with Swords. Samurai Shodown, or Samurai Spirit, is the fifth game in this tutorial series titled A Half-Decent Guide. If you want an even faster version, you can watch my Samurai Shodown video in 3 minutes. And now, without more preamble, combat in SamSho is very direct, slow moving, big recovery and even more colossal damage. It's a mind game. It is a set of 4 buttons and blocks holding back. Light slash, medium slash, heavy slash, and kicks. Most attack alternate versions if they are close or running, so keep that in mind. For combos, most medium attacks can be cancelled into special abilities, but heavy slashes can't, due to the ridiculous damage a far heavy slash deals. In this game we can cancel certain attacks like a whiff cancel, very useful to keep the ground or decide the opponent, like a mid-air combo. While we can't cancel a heavy slash to combo, we can unblock. It's very useful in a guard break. The super, or rage bar, only charges in 2 ways: taking damage or making a just defense. With maximum rage, we will have an increase in damage and 2 changes in our abilities, until we spend it or we run out of charge. Each character has a movement that will be affected by the fact that we have maximum rage. This one will have more hits and increased damage. We will also have access to our disarm or super technique. The weapon flick technique is a universal command, down forward and medium and heavy slash. As the name suggests, this will make the opponent lose their weapon on impact. This can be cancelled from most of the slashes, but unlike the other supers in the other games, we can do it without stopping until it's confirmed or we run out of rage, whichever comes first. Now, what is a just defense that I mentioned? While we block, as in most fighting game, there's no such thing as an absolute guard in this game. If an attack has to hit us 3 times, in a normal fighting game we will block the first hit and the game will auto-block the other 2 times. It's not the case of SamSho. For a just defense, it's like Garou. We need to press back just as the attack is about to connect. Get it right and there will be a special effect, a sound, and we will gain rage as if we ever attack. Oh, and yes, you have to do it for each separate attack, unlike the subscribe button that's only once. We can also make a small push in case of just defense, if we prefer to throw our opponent far away. This is done with one of the 4 combination of buttons. During a just defense, we do it with light and medium slash. But if we do outside of just defense, we'll perform an evasion. Evasion protects us from single hits, projectiles and even grabs. Practically everything, but with a very small window of space. But if we do down front like a medium, disappear, leaving the opponent wide open and very vulnerable. Doesn't work on champion attacks. And on top of that, in case that was a heavy slash, we will throw the opponent's weapons away. And if your question is, can I do this unarmed? Yes, you can. For the grab, it is done with the heavy slash and kick. And although it's a grab, technically it does knockout damage. It's more of a guard break. Important note is that if we start any combo or attack in general from here, we have a great damage mitigation. With medium and heavy slash, in addition to the weapon flick technique, we will have the universal overhead. A blow to the head. Some characters can do unarmed. It's always useful for some surprise damage. Finally, the button that everyone presses by accident, the Rage Explosion, done with the 3 slashes on simultaneous. During Rage Explosion, there are many things to keep in mind besides the visual effect change. First, if we are being combo, we can automatically burst like in Guilty Gear. This will break a combo, and therefore is the best defense mechanic in the game. Second, all our attacks do extra damage, even more extra damage than having maximum rage. Third, this is equivalent to a maximum rage, so we can use our signature ability and our weapon flick technique as much as we want. As with maximum rage, it is with confirm. Fourth, it might not be noticeable in training, but time freezes, so if the match stretches, you can get a couple extra seconds with this technique. Fifth, we have access to the Isen, or Lightning Blade. Again by pressing the 3 slashes. Our character becomes invulnerable on exit, invulnerable to projectiles, and we cross the entire stage horizontally at maximum speed. Isen damage is equivalent to the total of our Rage Explosion, and the Rage Explosion is equivalent to the total of our missing life. Obviously, this only has 1 use per fight, which brings us to the 6th and last point. Goodbye to your rage bar for the rest of the fight. To finish, we will have our special technique. This will do a minimum 65% of life, so be careful. The command, similar to the disarm technique, is universal. Forward, you forward, heavy slash and kick. In other words, the grab. Keep in mind that in addition to the sun layer and the small changing color on the background, that of course will not enter on a combo, you can only use it once per fight, and when I mean once, I mean once. Fail counts. If they block, that counts too. Thank you very much for watching this video, but more thank you for giving a Samurai Shodown a chance among your games. I hope this guide has been useful to show you how easy it is to cause half of a life bar with a single bottle, and have a better day than Hellquake.